Hey, how's it going guys? MLT Magic Tricks here. So in this video, I'm going to be performing and then giving you a tutorial for this really awesome mathematical prediction style card trick that will definitely impress all of your spectators. So I highly recommend you stick around to learn this one. But really quickly, before we get into this tutorial, if you are new here to my channel, make sure you subscribe with those post notifications on for more card and magic trick performance and tutorial videos like this one. If you enjoy this card trick, make sure you leave the video a thumbs up and leave in the comment section below what type of card tricks you want to see me teach on the channel in the future. But anyways, guys, let's get straight into this performance. Okay, so I'm going to start off this trick by giving the deck a riffle shuffle, like so, just mixing up the cards. Now, for this trick, guys, I am going to be making a series of predictions, and these predictions are going to be really important later in the trick, and each set is going to contain 4 cards, so that is the first set of predictions right there. I'm going to go ahead and take out a second set right here, and I am going to be making 3 different predictions. So 1, 2. Now I'm going to go ahead and take out the final one, and just a sec here, guys. It's really important that I take out specific cards that I think are going to be important later in the trick. So I got my third and final set right there. So we have my 3 predictions, each containing 4 cards like I mentioned, and we will get to these a little bit later in the trick. We're not going to deal with them now. I'm going to go ahead and keep them on the table where you guys can't see them. Right now I'm concerned with the rest of the deck. I'm going to go ahead and just deal the rest of the deck into 3 piles like this, as you can see. I'm just going to go ahead and deal the cards off one at a time, and after I'm done doing this, my spectator is going to have an important decision to make in this trick, and you guys will see what I mean by that in just a sec. Almost done here dealing the cards, and once I'm done dealing, I'm just going to go ahead and mix up the piles just a little bit more. I'll go ahead and place some cards into different piles here. I'll go ahead and place one there, and I'll just go ahead and mix up the card just a little bit like that. Now we have our 3 piles, and now this is the part of the trick where my spectator has a decision to make. So they are going to be placing these 3 piles on top of my prediction. So we're going to go ahead with this first pile. My spectator can place it on any one of my 3 prediction piles. It's completely up to them. So let's say they want to place this one right here. And now for the second pile, let's say they want to place it here. And the third one, they'll go ahead and place right there. Now, guys, we are going to go ahead and take a look at my predictions first. They are the bottom 4 cards in our piles here. So we have a 3, an ace, a 6, and lastly, we have another 3 right there. We're going to go ahead to the second set of predictions. I got them right here. So we have a 2, we have a 6, another 2, and lastly, we have a 6. Now, guys, for the final set of predictions right here, bottom 4 cards, we got a 3, another 3, a 4, and an ace. Now, from here, we're not really concerned with the suits of my predictions, but rather the values. So we're going to go ahead and add up the values of my predictions, and we're going to go ahead and do this together. So we have a 3, and then an ace is going to go ahead and be 1, 3, plus 1 is 4, plus 6 is 10, plus 3 is 13. So the number 13 is very important because we're going to now go to the pack of cards that my spectator placed on top of this prediction pile, and we're going to count them together. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that was a pretty impossible coincidence, but we're going to check out my second prediction pile here. So we have a 2 and a 6. That's 8, plus 2 is 10, plus 6 is 16. We have our second pile here that my spectator placed on this pile. Remember that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16 cards. Now, we're going to go to the final prediction pile that I have here on the table. We got 3 plus 3 is 6, plus 4 is 10, plus 1 is 11. Now, check out this final pile here, guys. Let's see if we can finish it off strong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 cards just like that. What an impossible coincidence. So guys, that is the trick. I really hope you enjoyed this one. This will get amazing reactions from all of your spectators. And if you want to learn how to perform this amazing prediction style card trick, make sure to stick around for the tutorial. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed that performance, and now let's get straight into the tutorial. So I do like this trick because there are a lot of elements to it that lead to an impossible ending that will completely blow away all of your spectators, and it's not too difficult to perform sleight of hand wise. You just need to memorize the steps, you'll be good to go. So this trick does require a very small setup, and all it requires is that you take out a 6, an ace, and a 3 from the deck. It can be any suit, and you just need to place these cards on top in this order: 6, ace, 3, just like that, and you'll be good to go. And make sure you do have a full deck. You do need 52 cards for this trick. Make sure you take out the jokers and advertisement cards, and do be sure you have a full deck. And technically you can make this trick no setup. I'll explain that in just a second, but if you do start with the setup here with 6, ace, and 3 on top, you can just do a riffle shuffle, start off the trick, keep those cards on top of the deck, and from here you're good to go. So the main part of this trick is you taking out your predictions. So you're taking out 3 separate predictions. Each prediction is going to contain 4 cards, and the first 3 cards, or technically the bottom 3 cards, in this case, like, so say you have 4 cards, the bottom 3 here, the values need to add up to 10. And here is how you're going to be able to do that. So you're going to be spreading through the deck to yourself, and you're looking for number cards and aces specifically, because those are the cards that are going to allow you to add up to 10. So you're just looking, you're going through the deck to yourself, and you're looking. So we have I see a 5, a 2, so I can go ahead and bring that 2 over here, and now I'm looking for a 3 to meet the first prediction. So I see my 3, I'm going to go ahead and bring it down here, and boom, I have my first prediction. 5 plus 3 is 8 plus 2 is 10. And then the last card, guys, the card that's going to be on top does not matter. That's going to be a completely random card. So here's my first prediction set. Remember, bottom 3 cards need to add up to 10. That last card is going to be completely random. 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 plus 2 is 10. And you're going to go ahead and set it down. You're going to do this 2 more times. You're going to look through. I see a 7. And ace is going to be 1. Make sure you keep note of that. And then you're just looking for a 2. So guys, it's pretty easy here. Once you get the hang of it, practice a little bit. You're going to be scrolling through, spreading through the deck quickly. I hit 7 plus 2 is 9 plus 1 is 10. Then I have a random card there on top. That is my second prediction. And then you're going to do 1 more. You're doing 3 total, remember. So I see a 5. I see a 4. Then I'll go ahead and maybe snag another ace. Just like that. 5 plus 4 is 9, plus 1 for the ace is 10, and boom, right, just like that, I have my prediction. So you guys are going to be talking to your spectator while you're doing this, and just kind of making small talk with them. If you do practice a little bit, you can do it pretty quickly. You guys just remember, bottom 3 need to add up to 10, the last card's random, and you're good to go. And also, at this point, if you want to make this trick no setup, you can start off with your spectator shuffling, you do your predictions, and you go ahead and spread through and put a 6, an ace, and a 3 on top of the deck in this order. You can kind of cull the cards, put them to the top, whatever you want to. That's also an option. That is a little bit more risky, though, so just keep that in mind. Now, from here, you guys can do a riffle shuffle, keep the setup cards on top, and you're going to go ahead and deal out the cards into 3 piles like this. And it's very important that the first cards you deal, remember, are going to be that 6, an ace, and a 3. Obviously, don't turn them over face up. Just deal those down. I'm going to go ahead and speed up the video here, and you're just going to be dealing the cards one at a time like this. So I'm going to go ahead and speed it up so you guys don't have to sit through me dealing all these cards. So let's go ahead and speed up the video. Okay, so once you're done dealing the cards, this is a very important step what you're going to do here. So right now, in these piles, you have 14, 13, and 13. That is the amount of cards in each of these piles. If you started with a full deck, make sure you do this trick with a full deck. You basically need to end with 16, 11, and 13, and here's how you do that. You simply need to take 2 cards from this middle pile here and just put them into this other pile. So instead of just making it blatantly obvious like that, what I did the performance was I kind of just fiddled around with it a little bit and made sure I kept track of the cards that I was taking. So what you can do is you can take 1 card from this far right pile, place it over here, and then you're missing 1 here, so you need to go ahead and replace it with that card, just like that. And then all you need to do is take 1 card here from the middle, place it over, and now you've just removed 2 cards from the middle pile, added 2 over here, and kept the same amount in this pile. So you have 16, 11, 13. That is what you need for the trick. From here, once you've done that, remember 2 more cards added to this far left pile, and you're good to go. So once you have done that, your spectator is going to go ahead and place these 3 piles on top of your predictions. They can put each pile on any one of the predictions they want to. It's completely up to them. It does not matter. Once they're done doing that, you're going to go ahead and square up the cards, place these, the remaining cards, square them up like this. You can do it one at a time or all at once like that. And you're going to go ahead and tell your spectator you're going to show them the prediction. So you need to kind of get in this grip like this, 4 fingers kind of here on the side and then thumb on the other side. So you're going to be taking off the bottom 4 cards one at a time. But when you get to the 4th, you're going to do a glide move. I'll explain what that is in just a sec. So you're going to take off the cards one at a time. You can just name out the values to your spectator. We have a 5, an ace, a 4, and here's what you need to do. So once you get to this last card, you're not going to want to deal this face card. You do not, or whatever card it is. You don't want to do that. You need to push back a little bit with your 4 fingers or 3 fingers, just like that, and you're going to take the card right above it. So you're taking the 6 instead, because remember, this is one of your setup cards. So you're going to go ahead and place that on top and just square up the pile and place it on. You're going to do the same thing here. You're dealing these cards one at a time. Once you get to the 4th one, you're going to do your glide, push back a little bit. You're going to take your card right there. This is also a setup card. Remember the 3. Square up the pack, place it down. One more time here. One at a time, just like this. Lastly, push back a little bit. Take out the ace. Try to practice that move. Make sure you're not stopping or hesitating or anything like that. Make it fluent. Now, at this point, the trick's basically done. It's a little bit self-working here. It's really cool mathematical trick, the way it works, how it ends. So you're going to add up the values. These 3 are going to add up to 10 every single time, remember, because these were part of your prediction. 10 plus 6 is 16. This pile is going to have 16 cards here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I'm not going to count the rest here. Actually, I'll just do this one pile just so you guys know it works 100% of the time. 7 plus 2 is 9, plus 1 is 10, plus 3 is 13. Make sure your spectator, you explain these were your prediction cards, but in reality, this last one wasn't. Your spectator's not going to know that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. And the last pile will have 11 here. Once you add them up, 5 plus 3 is 8, plus 2 is 10, plus 1, remember ace is 1, that's going to be 11. You count out these cards, you'll have 11 to complete your match and show that your predictions are 100% correct. So guys, that is the trick. I hope it made sense. Just, rewatch any parts of it you need to in order to understand it. Let me know if you have any questions. Definitely give this one a try. It will blow all of your spectators' minds. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next video. Peace out.